You get yourself all set up to do your show or do something on your computer, and you got your tea or your coffee, and you get all settled into your chair, and you turn on your computer, and it decides it's time for a Windows update, and you are freaking locked into this BS for countless hours sometimes. Well, that happened to me today when I sat down at 5 o'clock to start getting ready for a 6 o'clock show. So, time for a Windows update. Oops. Pretty much everything
And
that
you are
hang
freaking
on.
locked into this BS.
There we go. Get that turned off. Anyway, so I got myself locked into that mess, and I was able to get on like 2 minutes ago. So everything, all the links I had planned to have lined up for tonight's show, and none of that happened. I've got ideas, things I wanted to show you, but I don't have them all loaded up here. So, uh, yeah, it's just a mess. I'm a hot mess. But I guess people that come to my channel kind of know that. Archaeology Mikey having cheeseburger and fries. Ooh, honey croissant. Ooh, you getting fancy there, Mikey boy. I had chicken wings. Lucky James. What's up, Bubba? How's life in Michigan? I'm going to post a link here, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to work, I think. If I can get my little cursor in the right place. Oh, I just erased part of the link. Dummy me. Oh, I'm a mess. Ah, amazing as always. Woohoo. Okay. Well, welcome to Sweeping the Dirt. We're going to talk about metal detecting today. I got some things to discuss. A couple of different topics. And came up with a new idea for some shows, but I'm not going to announce that one yet. First thing I'm going to talk about is I see a lot of people, a lot of videos are about door knocking to get permissions to metal detect on people's private property. And I have friends down in Florida that have incredible luck doing this, but I'm kind of a chicken myself. And part of why I am a chicken is the fact that I'm almost 70 years old and I'm disabled. And because of that, and a lot of times I'm by myself when I'm detecting, which I'm going to have to change that due to my health issues. Really going to have to find someone. Morning, Lacey. Or Placey, I'm sorry. Morning. Where are you, my dear? That it's morning. Because it's 6 o'clock at night here. Anyway, I've never been much on door knocking because, like I said, a lot of times I've been by myself and I'm an older lady, and I could knock on the door and some guy could reach out and grab me and drag me in. And that'd be it. It'd be like being pulled into the swamp by alligators. Um, Somebody please check on this for me. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but a lot of people do have very big success with door knocking and getting permissions that way. And in some cases, you'll just get a flat no, you can't dig in my yard, or you'll get a flat yes, you can dig in my yard. But then you'll have those people in the middle range who they aren't really they don't really object to the idea of you looking in their yard, but they're worried about things like, insurance or, are you gonna tear up their yard or, things like that. And hang on, I'm having a computer issue. There we go. And I understand that because everybody is so sue crazy right now, If somebody stubs their toe, they wanna sue you for, $150,000 Band-Aid or something, it's pretty bad. Um, so there's a lot of questions in regards to how you might proceed to answer their questions. Uh, one of those is to have what's called a waiver form. I have some blank ones. I have never had anybody ask me to actually fill one out, but there are a lot of forms that are available to you to use. Oh, come on, computer, don't do this. Oh, anyway, I was looking around for forms a while back, and one of the places that I found a really good collection of those is a site called Metal Detecting Hobby Talk, which is also known as MDH Talk. Um, and I'm going to post a link to them because at the top of the page of this link, um, you're going to find links to a whole bunch of different forms that are very useful. There's couple different permission forms, there's waiver forms, there's forms and forms and more forms. And they're free. You can print them out, have them with you. I would just keep them in a folder in my car. The one that I'm giving you is for the permission form. The one that I like because it's very user friendly form, and there is a link to I think I might have posted the wrong link, but you can look on this site. There's a little click button that says forms right up at the top. They have 4 different permission forms. They have a couple of finds sheets for Excel. They have Anyway, there's just a whole bunch of stuff on here, all these different forums. They have a forum for archaeology and metal detecting. Mikey, you might want to go check out that forum and read some of that. Beach metal detecting, uh, metal detector discrimination. They have all kinds of stuff on this site. It's pretty cool. And if you're just starting out, it'd be an excellent, excellent place to start. Uh, like I said, I'm not good with the door knocking thing. It just makes me nervous. And so because of that, I end up doing a lot of detecting in parks and that kind of thing. But you can start out without actually going and knocking on a stranger's door. You can go and ask your friends. Uh, if they own property or they own, their houses, just ask them if you can go out there and poke around a little bit. Um, that's one good way of finding places you can look. Yeah. Another reason I am not a big fan of door knocking, like I said, it's because I'm an old lady. But the few times I have done it, I had one guy that just wanted to follow me all over the yard. He was like breathing over my shoulder, wanting to see every single thing I found. And our agreement was that if I found any tools, he wanted those. But other than that, he didn't say anything about any other items. And then when I started finding coins, all of a sudden he wanted all the coins. And basically by the end of the thing, he wanted everything that I found, and I just packed up and left. I was polite, but I gave him the coins that I found and just said, "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling very well, and I'm gonna go." Because I wasn't gonna detect that whole yard for nothing. It was huge, and I just wasn't, and he was making me very uncomfortable, so I left. But that's just me. Anyway, like I said, I had a problem when I logged on today with my machine being in went right into a Windows update. So all the things that I had planned to do didn't exactly happen. I didn't get my links lined up, and truthfully, I'm kind of dragging butt today. I'm going to move on to a different topic, but there's kind of a starter pack right there with the metal detecting hobby talk. That site has all kinds of stuff. They have things about events, like if you have a club and you're going to have an event, they have a form for that where you can have people that want to participate in the event fill the form out. So, which basically it's a waiver or release so that your club does not get held responsible for things done by this person or things happening to this person. And if I were a club, I'd definitely have a form like this. It's pretty simple. I'm going to see if I can pull this one up on the screen because it's kind of interesting. And then we're going to talk about another metal detector. Not a person, an actual metal detector. No, we're not going to do gossip, and nobody's going to slap anybody on here today, although there are times. Never mind, I didn't say that. Okay, let me see here. See if I can read this to you. You can kind of see some of the stuff up at the top of the screen, but here's what the club waiver form says, and I think this is a good idea if your club is having a hunt or an outing. And it's pretty simple. It just says, as a member of the blank blank club, I, and then yet the person puts their name in there, fully understand that attending the outing, I will be fully responsible for my actions, and at no time will have a legal or financial claim against nor hold responsible any club member or the club officer of the blank blank club for any equipment loss or damage, monetary compensation for mileage and time or for any bodily injuries that I might receive by my participation in the blank outing. By participating in any event, I am assuming the risks associated with the outing, and I release the above named club, their officers, and individual members from any liability. By signing the waiver, I understand that I release all property owners private landowners and mining claimants of any liability or responsibility for any accidents, injuries, problems that may occur during this outing on their property. I will be responsible for my own equipment and actions and agree not to hold name of club responsible in any way. By having signed this document, I agree to the above terms, and then there's a place for signature, date, and time. And if I were part of a club, I would seriously consider using that form. Could save you a lot of headaches down the road. So anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Now I'm gonna try and pull something up. I want to. Oh my goodness, I have a headache. I hate being sick on show day. It just stinks. Anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all a story today. A couple of stories. That's what I do. Uh, some of you may know I have inherited. Doggone it! I hate this computer. It's so old. It's tired. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I inherited my brother's metal detector. Um, Back in the day, different metal detecting companies used to brand some of their detectors for different distributors. Like Sears in the early days, there was a Sears brand metal detector. It was actually made by White. Um, Radio Shack had one. It was made by First Texas or Bounty under the Bounty Hunter brand. Uh, well, my brother bought one years back that was branded for Kellyco, and he gave it to me a couple years ago, right before the COVID thing broke loose. So it's been sitting around for a while, and I finally started playing with it a couple weeks ago, trying to find out what it was. Well, it turns out it was branded for Kellyco as a Titan 3000 XD, but really what it is a Bounty Hunter 3300, which they still make today. And so I was able to find, when I was looking for it the under the Calico, I wasn't really finding any videos. And I kept thinking this thing looks like a bounty hunter. It looks like a bounty hunter. Um, and I started talking with Mark Thomas and digging with Deej, and we determined it is actually a cleverly disguised bounty hunter discovery, which, like I said, is still made today. And once I had that, then I discovered there are a lot of people still using this machine because it's still for sale. They sell new for $239, which is about what I paid for my Simplex, which I prefer. I think the technology on the Simplex is far superior, but I am going to play some with this 3300 now that I have made the discovery of what I'm actually working with and found some tutorials, because the manual that came with it was not the best. Oh yeah, they still sell them at Walmart. They sell them on Amazon. Hey, Mark. Um, they, yeah, they're still a popular detector. Although like I said, I really prefer my simplex. However, like I said, now that we've determined exactly what it is, I've found several detectorists who have videos on YouTube using that machine. So I'm going to be going back this week and watching some of those. Um, some of these videos are old, but there are still a lot of people I saw names that I recognize that are using that machine. So we're going to play with that some more here. Um, I'm also going to start a series, and I'm not going to talk about it too much because I haven't ironed out all of the exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And uh, yeah, I'm kind of dragging today, folks. I'm having problems with my computer and I'm having problems with my eye. Uh, so, whoops. So this is probably not going to be a really, really long show. I did want to get that info out about the place where you can get all the different forms and a lot of beginner information. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Oh, let's see if I can get to the top of this thing. Oh, and by the way, folks, check here up at the top and make sure you're in live chat and not top chat. I don't know why, but YouTube has been defaulting to top chat, and you miss a lot of stuff when they do that. Another thing that they've been doing is um, turning off notifications. So if you haven't seen anything from me in a while, check and make sure your notifications are on. And do that for any of your regular channels because a lot of people are having that issue. And it kind of stinks. Kind of stinks. Did I get your email? Yes, I did, I think. Was it the one about padded envelopes? If that was it, then yeah, I got that one. If not, I haven't looked at my email today. I was out running around all morning. I had this weird noise coming from my car. I hadn't driven my car for a while. I had this weird noise, so, and it just sounded like the same sound I had right before the wheel flew off my car last year. Well, I don't have a tire iron in my car, which I'm going to go down and buy one. But I stopped at this mechanic because I need him to do something else to my car so I can pass Virginia inspection. And I asked him if he had a tire iron. I said, I swear, I think I have some loose lug nuts or something. Well, it turned out I did. So we went all around my car, tightened up my lug nuts. I was about to lose another wheel. And it doesn't make sense, you know. But what does make sense is that I saw somebody out in our parking lot, another tenant, about a month ago, walking around with a tire iron. Now, I don't know that he did anything to my car, but he has a problem with me. Oh, yes, I did see that, James, to send that to your friend's address. Yeah, I got that. Will do. Anyway, this guy that I had seen walking around with the tire iron about 2, 3 weeks ago, he doesn't like my bumper stickers. So I'm wondering if maybe he deliberately undid my lug nuts, because it just seems very strange that all the lug nuts on one wheel would just suddenly be loose. And this guy was walking around the parking lot with a tire iron. So anyway, that was a little scary, but I got that fixed. Went and picked out new glasses this morning, went and got food. I've been all over the place, and I am kind of tired. Um, Trying to, like I said, I had a whole show planned in my head, but then when my computer decided it wanted to go into Windows Update mode, I didn't get anything set up like I intended. Oh, another thing I did. Yeah, I'm going to go to the office and talk to them tomorrow. They weren't in today, they were in meetings. But I am going to go discuss it because I have had my car messed with in the past here. And another lady that lives upstairs actually had her truck stolen and wrecked by another tenant. So, yeah, I intend to go, Mikey, and have that discussion. And that will be happening probably Friday, because tomorrow I have to get on a medical transport and go all the way to Roanoke, Virginia for a couple of MRIs and some other tests on my eye. Oh, yes, they do have cameras, but I don't know how long they retain the footage from the cameras. But I have a camera that I never hooked up here, but I'm going to. I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to put it right here in my window where it's pointed at my car. Shouldn't have to, but I'm a gonna. I'm a gonna. Oh, yeah. Anyway, anybody have anything you want to discuss about metal detecting? Since I did not get to put my show together as I planned. Uh, Gosh, I'm not thinking real well today, guys. I'm just not. Uh, yeah, Mikey, their cameras are on 24/7, but the problem is I don't know if they actually record or if it's just something that they can view in real time. And if that's the case, our office here is only open a couple of days a week. And so when I saw the guy with the tire iron, it was like 2, 3 weeks ago. So it's highly unlikely that there's any footage or anything like that. But I do have a couple of security cameras somewhere. I got to find them. I never hooked them up here. I had them hooked up down in Georgia, though. And I am going to hook one up right here, pointing right out my window at my car. I don't like this guy. He gives me the creeps. He gives a lot of people here the creeps. But, I mean, he could have been legitimately out there working on somebody's car, but it just seems kind of odd that I saw this guy out there. And then, I don't drive my car hardly at all. Then when I do go out to drive it, all of a sudden I've got a whole bunch of loose lug nuts. That just seems real weird to me. But they're all tightened up now. I'm going to go up to, metal detecting NC. Thank you, thank you. I got something I got to show you guys. You just reminded me. This is awesome. I got to get it. Where's my mail? Here we go. I got to show y'all something cool that I got from Metal Detecting NC. This is an awesome thing. Kind of got to do a mail call here. Let me get my camera turned on. This is awesome. Want to show you what Metal Detecting MC sent to me. Get my scope on here. Hopefully it'll come on. I've been having problems with my computer all day. Come on. Oh, I gotta turn the camera on. Here we go. This was a limited edition item that Mike had made for his channel. I believe he told me there were 100 made, and he sent me one of them. Let me get it out of its little plasticized package so I can show both sides of it. It is way cool. Oh, come on. Open up. There we go. Yeah, he taped it shut so it wouldn't come loose in the mail. It's very awesome. It is the metal detecting North Carolina sticker logo on a coin. It is absolutely gorgeous. Join the adventure. It's very, very cool. Enameled. And then the back side has his YouTube logo and his YouTube address and his name and 2022. It's absolutely cool. Hey, Carla, how you doing? And then he also sent me a channel sticker, which the coin is based on the channel sticker. Very, very nice. Thank you so much, Mike. That made my day. And I am going to start working on putting my stickers back on a board. When I lived down in Georgia, I had a pretty good board going, but I had to take everything down when I moved. And now I've got a wooden cigar box full of stickers. And I got to get me I'm going to get some foam board to use. But yeah, that was a very, very cool thing that Mike sent me in the mail. So thank you, Mike, from Metal Detecting NC, for thinking of me. I really appreciated that gift. And I'm going to leave the coin in its plastic and put it up here with some of my other little goodies I have. My 1965 Michigan Governor's inaugural George Romney medal that I got from Denmo. I've got a fidget spinner from Big Flip. I have toys up here. I have one of my friend Tommy's Firehouse Pub poker tournament win keychains. I just have little things up here on my desk that make me smile. Oh, something I need to do. Last year, gosh, it didn't seem like last year, but anyway, my brother and I have this friend. His name is Bud Lane, and Bud Lane is a Pearl Harbor survivor. And last year, right before Bud's birthday, Archaeology Mikey acquired a coin. Well, a silver round that was a Pearl Harbor commemorative. And I bid on it, but I couldn't afford it. I just, was hoping. And when Mikey found out that I was bidding on it to try to give it to our friend Bud, Mikey donated it to Bud for his 96th birthday. Well, today is Bud's 97th birthday, and I am pleased to say he is still around and still kicking. His hobby is playing with aircraft simulators, because that's what he did. He was an aircraft mechanic and pilot in World War II and was stationed at Pearl Harbor at the time of the whole deal there when it was attacked. I'm trying to pull this picture up, but my equipment is messing up here. It threw me out of the studio, actually, so I hope I'm still in there. Oh my. I hope I'm still here, folks. I'm having a bad time. There I am. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. I think I'm back without the echo. Well, maybe not. Oops. Check. Hello? Oh my goodness. I have no idea. Check. I can't fix it. Oh my God. Hello? Check. Nope. Still got the echo. Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna have to give up. No, I do not have YouTube on at all. Well, well, anyway. Hello? Oh, check. Did I fix it? Hello? I think I might have fixed it. Hello? Uno, dos, tres. Yay, I think I got rid of it. Oh my goodness. That was something, wasn't it? Don't even know what. Hello. Where we at? Okay, good. I guess I fixed it. Anyway, today I was talking about Bud Lane. Today's his 97th birthday, and my brother did go over and see him and took him some lunch. I don't want to do it again, Mark. Oh, I think I know what I did, but I don't know why it had that reaction. I was trying to access a picture of Bud with that coin, and when I went into the photo part of my computer, that's when it started. So when I closed the photo, then it went away. So there you go. That is what happened, as far as I can tell. Oh my goodness. But I know how to make it do it again now. Oh, that was funny. I may use that as an effect later on in one of my videos or something. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. So, anyway, um, what else are we going to talk about? Susie in the echo chamber. I was hoping to go detecting this weekend just for a little bit, but it's not looking good because I got to take my car for repair, and then Saturday we are having a yard sale here at my apartment complex. So I did grab a couple of card tables. I'm not going to do a whole lot because I don't want to make myself sick, but I have some things that I've had listed on YouTube for a while that have not sold, and I'm going to put them out there, and some other things from around the house. I'm still liquidating and trying to get the money together for the Michigan move, which now looks like it may not be happening until August, but that's, you know, it is what it is. At least I'll have a little bit of time up there to detect before winter rolls around. Um, so, anyway, I have doctors tomorrow. I have a lady coming to help me with some stuff on Friday, so I won't be available. And then Friday afternoon, I got to take the car so that I can fix it over the weekend. Saturday, I have the yard sale, and I probably won't have my car back till Monday, so I won't be able to go detect unless I can get a hold of my one of my friends and see if he wants to go on Sunday. But usually he isn't available on Sundays because he does a lot of stuff for his church. So, but we'll see. Um, while I was out today, I did get quarters for next Monday's Lodo coin collecting show. So there is that. Um, everybody's packages have gone out except the ones from Monday night. Those will go out on the 3rd, and that will be Numismaniac and James Eller. And I have Mikey's U.S. mint bags because he told me to hang on to them until he goes back home rather than sending them to the college. So I'm actually kind of caught up on stuff. It's pretty amazing. I feel good about that. So I had asked for suggestions on what to do with the children's size metal detecting shirts that I had. And someone suggested that I send one to Squeak. And so I sent Squeak a t-shirt this week as well. So she should be getting that anytime now. I got a couple of them left. But I'm having a time. Uh, so that's kind of where it's at. Next week's metal detecting show should be a lot better. I had great plans for today, but unfortunately, as you can see, my computer is acting up. So I'm gonna have to maybe Sunday instead of going detecting, I'm gonna have to do some maintenance on this computer, defragging and running virus checks and all that sort of thing, trying to get my equipment working a little better. Uh, so that's where that's at. Oh, and I do have one more. I'm still working on Les Likes coins, getting his thing out to him. Uh, that should happen next week when I can go to the post office. Yeah, well, I'm going to the post office on Monday, but I'll probably be printing the labels on Sunday. So, anyway, I'm not going to stay on here too long. I'm just not having the best day. Uh, Next week's show will be much more organized because I'm not going to wait until an hour before the show, turn on the computer and find out it's trying to do a Windows update. I'm like, really? Are you freaking kidding me? uh, and maybe Sunday, if I can get everything organized, I can put some of these detecting videos together. I have footage for probably 10 of them, but just haven't been able to do them because I haven't been able to see very well. But I'm doing these eye exercises, and I mean, it's not very likely that they're going to be able to fix what's wrong, but we're still exploring the possibilities. That's why I have to go tomorrow and get these MRIs done. They need to look at my optic nerve. Um, Half of the faction thinks that it's thyroid problems, and the other half thinks I had some kind of mini stroke that damaged my optic nerve. So we're going for more tests tomorrow. I would have gone outside for a little while today and done some detecting, but I mean, the temperature is good. It's 56, but the wind is vicious, and I don't want to get any dirt in my eyes. I ordered some eye protecting goggles, but they're not what I wanted. I wanted the bubble style goggles that we used to wear when I was racing dirt that completely go over your eyes and your glasses and fit close to your face so that no dirt can blow into my eye. And that's what these looked like in the ad, but when they came, that's not what they are. They don't even, they say they're fit over your glasses, but they don't really. So I'm gonna do a whole new video upcoming on things that you should probably have if you're going to detect, but they are not like not your detector. These are other sorts of tools that may be helpful to you. And I'm going to try to find the goggles that I wanted because yeah, there's nothing worse than being out in the field and having the wind pick up and getting an eye full of dirt. I learned a long time ago to carry eye wash in my backpack. I don't always carry my backpack way out in the field with me, but I do have it in my car. Um, and that really helped me on a dig down in Georgia where just out of nowhere this big gust of wind came up and I got a face full of dirt. And fortunately, I was able to wash most of it out so that I could see to get to the ER. I mean, it was that bad. So anyway, I am going to do something on that. Maybe next week, maybe not. We shall see. So anyway, my week is jam-packed full of stuff, and I apologize for this crappy show. Uh, I promise it's going to get better. It's just now that I am feeling better, I have months of things to catch up on. And it's taking me a while to get myself organized again. But I am not giving up yet. The other thing I'm going to try next week to have a detecting giveaway. So, yep. Oh, somebody stopped me today. I went to pick up some food, and the wind was really bad. And I didn't have my wig on. Those of you who know me well know that I lost all my hair last year, and it's growing out really funny. I'll think about coming on live so you can see, but I call it my Albert Einstein hair. It's like baby hair, and it's white, and it just, when the wind hits it, it just goes straight up, and I look like Albert Einstein. So I knew it was windy, and when I went down to the thing to pick up the food, I grabbed my hat off my seat, and it was a simplex hat, and I put it on just to hold the Einstein hair down. And a gentleman in the facility there looked at me, and he said, "You metal detect, or is that just a hat?" And I said, "Well, it is just a hat, but I do metal detect." And turns out he had just bought a note to legend for his grandson, and I thought, man, I want to be his grandchild. That's pretty darn good, punch of money. And I asked him how old his grandson was, and he said 16. So anyway, I was talking to him, and they live down in North Carolina. He was just up here. I'm only 25 miles from the Carolina border, so it's not like a super duper drive to where he lives. But anyway, I gave him my card and told him, if they want to come up here and detect, let me know, maybe we could, because he said his grandson doesn't really know anything about detectors. And I thought, then why'd you buy him a legend? Grandpa must be rich. But anyway, so that was kind of cool that somebody recognized my hat. I noticed the other day that one of my favorite channels that has not been active for quite a while are back a little bit, and that's the Weedy Boys from Polk County, Florida. So they're back doing videos again. I don't know what exactly was going on with Simon and why they weren't on, but they are back. And I also this week saw a really good video. It was a compilation, and I can't remember who all was in it, but I know it was Squeak Crawford and her dad, and See It My Way One, Shane Kubat from Pennsylvania, a couple other people. And it was so cool. They went all the way over to Pennsylvania and got Shane and brought him over. If you haven't seen See It My Way One, Shane is legally blind, and he is a heck of a detectorist. I mean, he's amazing. I've kind of taken some inspiration from him since I've been having all these sight problems. Because truthfully, his sight's worse than mine, and he's still out there digging. And but it was a cool video. They were in an area that had been a Boy Scout camp, and they were finding a lot of Boy Scout relics and stuff. It was really cool. So Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I'm just rambling and I'm not very entertaining today. Um, Also, if you didn't get a chance, catch the video of my cat M3 playing with his carrot. He got him. He wanted to go detecting. He got in my detecting bag the other day, so I figured if he was going to go detecting, he needed to have his own carrot. So he got one, and first he didn't like it, but now I keep finding it in different parts of the house. So he's going around the house detecting mass quantities of catnip. Oh, and on that note, I'm going to go, folks, because I just don't feel good, and this computer is driving me crazy. So thank you all for coming, and Monday night I'll be having the Lodo show. We've already got our quarters lined up for that. And next Wednesday, I promise you, I'm going to have a more organized show. I had it all set up and ready to go, and then the computer just went stupid on me. So it happens. So thank you all for coming. I will get back with you later. Um, who should we raid today on the detecting side of things? Oh, excuse me. See, I told you I wasn't feeling good. Oh, goodness. What a day. Yeah, I got to go to bed early tonight, too, because I got to get up early for the transit to come pick me up. Uh, and so, I don't know. Nobody right now. There's a bunch of coin stuff on, but I don't really see a lot of the detecting people right at this moment. Let's see what's going on over here. Well, don't see a lot. So go bother somebody. Yeah, go bother somebody. I promise I'll do better next week. Although the echo chamber was probably the high point of the show. Oh, thank you guys so much for putting up with me. I have good days and bad days. This was not one of my better efforts, but we'll get it under control here soon, I promise. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Good night. Much love to all.